this is one of my Facebook friends, rock slider. The story goes, he bought this last year. He wanted to install it, but never had a chance to. So he tried to preserve the paint by painting primer over the rock slider. But you could see it didn't do very well. So I'm gonna have to scrub the primer off and recoat it with new paint. So what's this for? This is a 4X Innovation rock slider. It is for a second generation 4-door Tacoma. Okay, so the length here is 80 inches long from here, from the tip to the end. So this thing comes with I call it the handicap leg. It's the smallest one. So here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 legs here. So it'll be 3 of these on each side. Okay. Plus a little handicap T-Rex leg added to this, totaling 4 legs on each side, which is a good thought. If I were to build this, I wouldn't even use this one. I'd use, instead of using a little tiny T-Rex leg, I'd use 1, 2, 3, and add another leg here, 4th leg. So what I'm going to do here is that they present me with 4 legs. So what I'm doing here is I've already pre-marked my lines here. Each individual lines represents a leg. So what I am going to do, okay, what's good about the square legs here is that you can, in fact, tack them on like this when you're ready. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to prep the material here. Okay, the base, I'm going to prep the base here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack this here. This comes with gussets. Gussets are these little triangles, and so I'm going to tack these on to the legs here, so that it's to add strength to the bad boy here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build legs for this leg right here, this leg right here, and this leg. I'm going to put this in the front, okay? And so I'm not going to do this yet, because what it is here, okay, is what I found out is that this leg is way longer than these legs, and it's cut at an angle. You see how this is 90 degrees right here, okay, and this is angled like that. That's about a 20-degree angle or 15-degree angle. See, you see here, it's kind of at an angle here. It's angled that way, and it's way longer here. So we're not gonna do this one yet. However, because all of these are about the same length, height, we're going to tack all these legs onto here, the base plate. And I'll show you how they look afterward. Alright guys, so I got this one wired brushed up. And I'm so happy I wired brushed this. You see anything different here? Anything different? Noticeable? Noticeable? Yeah? See that line? You see this line? That is a weld. So let me educate you guys on this a little bit. So I'm so happy I am so happy that I wire brushed this, so that way I know which side goes up and which side goes down. So let me tell you about this. This is called an HERW tube. Okay. The quality of the metal is good in itself. However, there's a weakness to this design. This line, okay, you can see this line runs the gamut here, and see this line runs here, and this line runs here. So the bad thing about this tube is that it's limited on strength. If you hit a rock on the lines here, this is a welded seam, it'll break, it'll crack. So this is the weak design, okay? And I'm thinking that it's cheaper too to buy. And so, oh man, it's sort of like this is sort of like a two-edged sword. I think you're falling on a two-edged sword because when they built this, you see this? They put the seam here on the bottom, so it's like you're screwed if you. Either way, if you you can't escape the fact that this is welded. It's a ER or HERW tube. A round tube is a HERW tube, and this is a HERW tube as well. So, gosh. So this is the weakness of this tube. If you hit this hard enough, you hit the seam, it'll crack. Okay. So what I wanted to do, my initial thought was I want to make this thing face up, so that if it hits here, at least, I mean, if this thing faces up, if it hits the bottom, it's a solid piece of steel down there. However, if you do that, then you have this seam here to reckon with. So I'm thinking that I'm gonna do this anyway. I'm gonna make this seam here stay up, because usually when your truck hits rocks, it's usually here, right underneath here. Okay, so that's what I have to do here. God, I'm so happy I wired brushed this. All right, B. So check this out, buddy. She is almost built. The third leg goes right here, or the fourth leg, that little T-Rex leg that I was telling you about, the tiny little one that was cut odd, goes to the front. So if I were to do this, I'd build another leg like this to the front and call it a day. But I don't know why this designer did it like that. I don't know why. So yeah, she's almost done. Early tomorrow morning, about 5 o'clock, I'm gonna come and mock it up, and if it's good, I am gonna weld her in. Okay, folks, so she's all mocked up. She's not painted, you can see. And then this is this little T-Rex arm right there, right here, and then the rest is like that all the way. Okay, so let me show you what I did to the other side. So this one will go in like this, okay, and then the other side, and then this is the other side. I've already painted it. It's dry to the touch, and once it's dry, I'm gonna burn it into the other side. Hey guys, so this is set up. It's ready to be welded. You can see this is the contour here. Okay, now this is not my rock slider, okay, mind you. This is 4X Innovation, so the rock slider comes out way a bit more. Okay guys, so she's ready to be welded on. As you can see, she stuck out that much. Alright, and that much right there. Okay, so this is about 2 finger space right here. Okay, this is a little bit more than 2 finger space, and underneath, this is how they look like. Alright, that's how she looks like. Clamped on, ready to weld. Show you how it looks like afterward. Okay, so she's welded it on. You can see here from this view, looks pretty nice. Here as well. And then underside. So on. And this side over here. It's ready to get burned in. She's prepped on this side already. Here. And let's go weld this side on. Show you how it looks like afterward. Alright guys, so another virgin test. So keep in mind, this unit here is not mine, okay? But I welded the legs, so we're testing the legs, okay, onto the frame. So this is not my, I didn't design the slider. Okay guys, so here we go. We're doing a virgin test. This is not my slider. I didn't design it. I didn't build it. All I did was install the legs onto this Tacoma. But we're still going to test to see how strong the legs that I built to attach to the frame is. Okay, so the goal here is to be able to lift this up, okay, to the point where the wheel here spins freely, okay, and the slider still allow us to open the door. And we're doing this on the outer rail, okay. Okay, so you can see that's spinning, okay, and let's see if it still allows us to open the door. Yep, we still have 2 fingers left and 2 finger space. So there you go, that's the virgin test, and let's let her down.